Our basic approach is that what the country needs is an alternative set of policies. And that alternative set of policies is what the CPIM has, and along with the left and other democratic forces. On the basis of these alternate policies, we would like to build a front to defeat these communal forces, whose defeat, in our opinion, is absolutely essential to both safeguard India, as we know of it, and to look after and resolve the problems of the people and the grave problems, very, very serious problems that are now increasing. Challenge today is essentially this, first of all, is this deep communal polarization. Most of the areas where the party is strong, etc., you find the BJP trying and the RSS trying to divide the people on communal rights, which is their only political weapon. Now that is the challenge before the party in Karnataka, to defeat it, and we have, even in this area, when we were threatened, our party officers attacked, not to invite the Kerala Chief Minister. We did. There was a meeting that was held in Mangalore that was successfully done. So we will take up this challenge. The other challenge is on the issues of people's welfare. Now, Karnataka is a state which has a tremendous potential to develop economically, intellectually, and it already has to a large extent. That needs to be consolidated. It is the Silicon Valley of India. Now, if the Silicon Valley has to contribute to consolidate to industry and development, then the right set of policies have to be taken. This government, this Congress government, I think did not sufficiently look after the interests of the people, and a lot needs to be done to improve people's livelihood and welfare. That will be our other challenge. Kerala, there it is the RSS, not now, for 40 years now or more. They have been eyeing northern Kerala because of the large Muslim population as a very fertile ground for their communal polarization. Because of the presence of the left, they could not succeed. So that they target the left, particularly CPIM, because we are not allowing them to sow the seeds of communal polarization in Kerala. And that is why the attack there is on to dislodge or at least unseat the present LDF government in Kerala. That people are fighting, we will fight, and BJP will not succeed. You are viewing the situation in Tamil Nadu and the party's growth, etc., only on the measure of electoral politics. Electoral politics, yes, that's a very important indicator of party's interest. But the other one is also, must be taken into account, is the party's role in building up people's struggles and defending their rights from further attacks. In that score, Tamil Nadu, we have been advancing. Electorally, when you come down, Tamil Nadu, that's why I said it's a different game ball altogether. In Tamil Nadu, the electoral politics is essentially divided between the two mainstream Dravidian parties. Between the two, they have 80% of the vote. And that has traditionally remained. When 2 or 3% shifts from here to there, it will be one DMK government, otherwise a DMK government. I mean, that is what has been happening for the last 40 years or so. Now, in that polarization, squeezing through and then advancing, that we are doing in terms of people's struggles, but electorally it's not yet translated. Well, in Karnataka, when we've been very active in working against these communal forces and their activities. In Mangalore, we had a meeting which we were threatened by the RSS BJP that they will not allow. They burnt our party offices in some places here. But we still had the rally, and that was a resounding success. Dalit youth mobilizing, it may be many years ago. A large number of Dalits, I mean, the whole movement has been actually galvanized all over the country, where now the slogan in many parts is Jai Bhim and Lal Salam. I was the first one to go when the Ambedkar Bhavan in Bombay was, destroyed by the Bombay municipality. And the next day, along with the Dalit groups, Prakash Ambedkar and the others, I mean, there was a huge rally at a place where it's never allowed in Bombay, right in front of the Victoria terminus, where the Bombay Municipal Corporation office is there. A huge turnout. And after that, all over the country, at Nagpur, when on pressure of RSS, the Nagpur University, who invited me to deliver a lecture on Ambedkar's birthday, 126th birthday, they cancelled it. But then the college that Ambedkar set up, along with the Diksha Bhumi, it's still called the Ambedkar College. That principal said, no sir, University Vice Chancellor has buckled to pressure, but you must come. We will hold the meeting. And the whole of Nagpur's intelligentsia, everybody turned up at the Diksha Bhumi, a very holy place for the Dalits. And on Diksha Bhumi is Jai Bhim Lal Salam. Those slogans were entered. And everybody, one hand they carried the red flag, one hand you had the blue flag. Those who came. And they were all youth, and they were all Dalit youth. Yes, they may be in some sections, something, those matters will be addressed. But remember, even in the Dalit movement, there are too many divisions. It's not a monolithic movement. But now they are all coming together in the face of these attacks, which is a very good development. And I think this development of Lal Salam, Jai Bhim, Neel Lal, that is the slogan, Lal Neel is going to be the future of India. So that has been happening, and in these 3 years, there was in Bangalore, we had a meeting, I think last year, with all the Dalit groups, plus the left, man Prakash Ambedkar, all of us were there, and there was a big meeting. So Dalit youth are coming. There may be some sections that although will also be talked to, but the situation now is there is no other option for the oppressed, whether they are Dalits, non-Dalits, whether they are agricultural labor, Kisans, or the working class. There is no other option but to come together in their struggles. Otherwise, their misery is going to mount much more with these policies of the Modi government. Party is with the people, many people are saying is correct. People are not with the party, many people are saying is because they measure only through electoral support. So why is the party with the people? Because people also realize without this red flag, the fight and struggle to improve their life cannot happen. But when it comes to voting, many of those who are behind the red flag in these struggles also, vote because of their social affiliations. Your caste politics, your communal politics, all these come into picture. That is what we have to fight. And I think this unity of the Dalit and the left is a major breakthrough in the last 3 years. That into the Dalit groups and the Dalit movement. They banned yesterday in Maharashtra. And you look at all the visual media coverage. It was Prakash Ambedkar, our CPIM secretary, our Central Committee member Ashok Dhavle. They were the ones together, talking the whole thing. And you saw the success of the Bandh in Maharashtra yesterday. We'll prove it wrong. There's no need to argue. The struggles in the future will show you that opinion is not correct. Marxism, the essence of Marxism is concrete analysis of concrete conditions. As conditions change, if your analysis does not change, then you're not a Marxist. So rigidity and Marxism cannot go together. If you're rigid, then you're not a Marxist. The entire leadership of all the farmer agitations in the country, in every state, the party and the Kisan Sabha is one of the leading bodies. Even today, even in Karnataka, we will know once this conference is over. That's what we are assessing. What is our strength, where we are going. what we are intervening. But even in Karnataka and any other place, no Kisan struggle in anywhere in India during all these recent 3 years has ever happened without the All India Kisan Sabha affiliated to us. That being one of the leading organizations. Your Uttar Pradesh, your even in Madhya Pradesh, even in Maharashtra, of course, in Karnataka. But these struggles will have to be consolidated because the BJP governments nowhere have actually implemented the promises on the basis of which these Kisan agitations were withdrawn. Our party always does Atma Vimarsha. This is the only party which has real grassroots democracy within the party. So every 3 years, we make an assessment of what we did in the last 3 years and what we should do for the next 3 years. And that whole assessment is released before the party congress discusses, before 2 months before that, for the entire party to discuss. And that is where all the criticisms, self-criticisms, all of them come. And pooling on that discussion, every single party member has the right to send an amendment to that document. Thousands come. We go through all of that, and finally the party congress adopts the political resolution. So that is the process in which this entire inner party democracy, our self-criticism. In fact, the charge that many of you make always is that every time the party announces that it made a mistake so and so place. So you are a party that makes many mistakes. I said, no, we are a party that acknowledges we made a mistake. No other political party acknowledges they made a mistake. So this is the only party. If we make a mistake, we acknowledge. So that is the dynamism inside a party. They evolve through the movement. Mass leaders do not drop from heaven. Leaders are created by the movement, by the people. And that is why you had Jyoti Basu in Bengal still has the record for large continuous election victories. You had many mass leaders in Kerala, and now with the Pinarayi government and all these other leaders that are there, you have mass leaders there. So mass leaders come out of the movement. Manik Sarkar, which the country itself accepts the most honest, clear and clean chief minister, that he is the mass leader. So nobody becomes a leader unless he is able to emerge from a people's struggle.